Humberto, what about you?
I'm going to stay behind and watch over that cafe with Papa. He's not feeling so good, you know?
The thing I needed was this. Maybe the
What is up, everybody? You are watching the Wait for a Game channel. I'm Casual Keith, and this is Casual's Xbox Predicts. We haven't done one of these in a long time, but we figured we'd bring it back for this year's Super Bowl 56. So, let's get into it. But before that, today's sponsor is W's Energy, sorry. If you need the focus without the jitters in your gaming, go for W. They got you. All right. So everyone, please like and follow. Let's get into it.
Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Jared Goff and the Los Angeles Rams.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Los Angeles Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals. We go from SoFi Stadium. This will make it into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Rams taking the field and leading the way, the man from Cal, the former #1 overall pick, Jared Goff.
There's a toughness about Jared Goff that maybe he doesn't get enough credit for. His freshman year at Cal, team went 1-11. His rookie year with the Rams, he was 0-7 as a starter, undaunted in either case, and has come back each and every time to flash the ability that made him the #1 overall pick in the draft when he came out of Cal.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 30 on second down. His throw incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And that takes us from second to third down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now gone. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To the air again. Goff. A quick pass to Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Goff throwing again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Again, Goff. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we? We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, a 22.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Goff now looking to throw. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
For 2, they'll kick the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. To return it, Darius Phillips. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. He's back to throw here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow on the screen. Bernard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. gun. Here's Goff. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Josh Reynolds that time, but it's going to be second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the toss, this is Jim Brown. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. He'll be back at the 36. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff. Out of the backfield, he's got Malcolm Brown. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's complete to John Ross. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
10 at the 43-yard line.
This is Joe Mixon, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they set the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing it for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Slant pass to Bull. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Mixon with a first down carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down to the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Jet sweep. Boyd with it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brought down at the 2-yard line.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
2nd and 1 from the 2. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Off for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Ball even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return is Henderson. And able to get this out to the 25.
Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A shotgun snap for Goff. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And this now 3rd and 11 after that 2nd down completion actually went back a yard. Here's Goff. Catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Now that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
First down, here's Burrow. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
10 more yards. Complete to A.J. Green. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 38-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now Joe Mixon, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Back to Mixon on first down. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1.
7.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And this is caught. at the end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play. 1 yard line.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. Got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. On the return is Henderson. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jared Goff and the Rams headed back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Brown.
Number 30.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This is Brown. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Goff on first down. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Complete to Tyler Higbee.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Goff fakes the give to Brown. He'll throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To the air again. Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing again is Goff. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Brings up 3rd.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Goff now looking to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown Rams. The connection there, Goff to Cooper Kupp. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Sam Sloman now for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod. And you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, here's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
The Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Burrow. And able to find Green. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Yeah, that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Mixon. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 34. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Mixon. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they run with Mixon. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now it's Burrow. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So on 4th down, Burrow will give way to Randy Bullock for the Bengals field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Will put this one through, and the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. 17,
Rams 14.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Going up top for Kupp. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Draw play for Brown. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Goff. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Brown. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Goff. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff, right side complete. That's Woods. 4 yards to pick up, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Brown. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run now with Brown. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Sam Sloman.
Now Sam Sloman is on. This a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie things at 17 all.
That ties the game at 17.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
(17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Cincinnati Bengals.
What a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
From midfield now, Burrow. There's a short one caught by Uzama. 7 yards, the pickup there.
C.J. Uzama. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Drew Sample, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. To the air again, Burrow into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. After the interception, here's Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on. Another try after the 1st down sack. Goff. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Malcolm Brown. It's now 3rd down and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Goff now to throw. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So two teams as we head to the break all square. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the second half.
All right.
Go! Don't forget to use that promo code WFIG channel on your W Energy order online today. They are our sponsors for this stream. Let's get back to it, everybody.
Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. There's a short one caught by Uzama. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
At the 45-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mixon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run here with Mixon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
That's all. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Aaron Donald with a sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. As they take over. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. That's into the hands of Reynolds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. A shotgun snap for Goff. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. DJ Reader gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing just outside his own goal line. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now Burrow on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. High throw, but he makes the catch. Burrow's a gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Go nickel here defensively on 3rd. This is Mixon. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. They'll run on 1st down. Bernard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second and 11 now. A draw play for Mixon. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They defer to Brown to start the drive. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Goff fakes the give to Brown. He'll throw. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for L.A. 52 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. This is Brown on the carry. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 24, Goff, a quick pass to Cup. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A Ram 1st down as Goff finds Cup.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
It's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Out for the PAT, here's Sloman. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Phillips. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals getting set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards, a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Burrow looking to pass. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Bernard. And a short gain down to about the 33. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow will throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll go down at the 28.
Complete.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run with Mixon, and I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Denied on fourth down is Joe Mixon. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Malcolm Brown and the Rams offense about set to begin their next drive.
And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, four in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Gone. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and it can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now Goff. And open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, gone. Got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
10 at the 47-yard line.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's Brown. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On first down. It's Brown, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Rams on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run. This is Brown. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Good. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
First down throw, gone. He'll find Reynolds over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run it here with Brown. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. To him as he's taken down. DJ Reader able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Results.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And his kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
Rams 27, Bengals 17.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, push their backs clearly against the wall.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Sam Sloman for the PAT.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. Going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And now it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Burrow. On the screen, Bernard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. He's going to air it out deep for Green. They got his man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To the air again, Burrow. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now it's Burrow. And the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Michael Brockers, his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Green with a catch left side. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. And they get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 20.
He starts the drive by handing it to Brown.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brandon, I got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Third and 2. Goff. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Brown. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Right back to Brown. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 21. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Brown. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A run here with Brown. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
They're biggest spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. From the gun, here's Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Robert Woods. Incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Green's got it over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. From midfield now, Burrow. And Green with a catch left side. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again, it's Burrow. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. And Burrow going to throw again. Going for it all. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
A.J. Green, incomplete. It's now 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
A final shot now for Burrow.
And that will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.
Passenger, show us your hand. Stop. Get down on your knees.